What's up, Sagittarius? This is Marcus from Kingoflionsoracle Oracle, back with another Tarot Oracle reading here for you. So this reading is going to represent July the 11th to July the 17th. Okay? And I just want to thank you for all the love you guys have shown, and thank you for like, sharing, subscribing for all of you who are members of the page. If not, if you're brand new, welcome, and thank you for checking me out. What I like to do with the weekly reading is I get you some Oracle cards, just so I can kind of figure out what energies are going to affect you for the week. Then from there, we get some Oracle, some tarot cards that will kind of clarify everything. And then if there's anything that's really unclear or anything that I'm not sure of, I further clarify it with a second deck, okay? All right, so let's see here. So we have opportunity and change, okay? Then we have new moon in Aquarius, bring love to the situation. We have the skunk spirit, know your worth. And then we have Neptune, okay? All right, and that's number 21. So some of you could be going through a new cycle of change. You know, some of you may have a lot of, maybe have something like Pisces, or you may have in your chart, you might have Pisces and Neptune, or you may have Libra and Neptune. And I'm thinking that might be something that's affecting you. But let's get some energies here. We'll kind of figure out what's going on. All right, angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please give me a clear guided message for Sagittarius for this week. All right, so first we have Hierophant under opportunity and change. We have the Nine of Cups, okay, and we have the Four of Cups. Sorry, the Four of Pentacles, okay. So what I see here is that looks like under opportunity and change, you have a possible situation where you're either going to be asked to be the leader, or you may have been asked to be the leader of a group, or maybe you're starting a new job. And this is something that may be like a long-term, like a long-term commitment, okay? And it looks like this is something that may have been like a dream job, or something that you really, really wanted, and you really, really wanted to get into this situation, all right? And then we have so we have under bringing love into the situation, we have the Two of Wands, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Queen of Wands. Under the skunk spirit, know your worth, we have the King of Swords, okay? And I'll get further into explaining this here. But what I'm seeing here is that you're discerning a lot, and you're realizing that you have a lot of growth here, okay? So I'm actually going to take these two that came out in the skunk spirit, okay? But under know your worth, I can definitely see that you have some changes going in here, because you have the King of Swords, you have the World card, the Judgment card, and the Ace of Cups. So definitely, it looks like this new situation is definitely something that's good for you. All right. So we have the Tower, the Nine of Wands. Okay, so this is all under the Neptune energy. Okay. And we have the Ten of Swords. Okay. So we have the bottom of the energy is the High Priestess energy. So intuitively, you may feel like some changes are coming. The only thing is with the High Priestess, there's a lot of things that are unseen, that you can't feel, you can't predict. And that's why she's between Boaz and Yakim, which is the yin energy and the yang energies. That's the duality of the world. So you can't really see anything, but you can kind of feel things. And she's connected to the moon and the moon cycles. Right now we're in Cancer season, and Cancer is ruled by the moon. So I would advise you just to take some time and do some strong meditation and try to meditate, because look at the bottom two cards that you have. You have the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so realistically, Sagittarius, if you take some time to meditate and get in touch with your side to be more compassionate and go into your yin side, you may be able to see a little bit more. Everything is not going to be shown, but you have really good energies. Look, and this is what's behind. So you have the High Priestess, the Queen of Cups. This is all at the bottom of the deck. Then you have the Ace of Pentacles, and you have the Ace of Wands. So you have some really good things that's coming for you that you can't see coming. You can't really predict them, but these are things that you can get in tune with and be able to see a little bit further. So you have opportunity and change. Now, I love this card because if you look at all the different colors, this is saying that the chakras are balanced, that things are balancing out. And so you're going to have some opportunities and obviously change that's going to change the trajectory of your life and change how you see things. Okay? Now, what's really awesome is we have the synchronicity with the change. We have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is number 5, which 5 is about change, change of direction, change of your comfort zone. But the Hierophant is also a person who sets together long-term relationships. This could be a representation of an institution, so you could be getting like a city job or a government job, or you may even be getting like a long-term contract. For some of you musicians, maybe you just signed a deal where you're getting 5 or 6 albums or something of that nature. But this is something that is long-term, and you see there's 2 people that are kind of looking up to you, and you have the keys at your feet. So you are a very wise person that people are looking up to you as the boss. So they're looking up to you as a person in the community who can give a lot back and share with them. Okay? And this is in your past energy. In your current energy, you have the 9 of Cups. You are feeling super fulfilled because you're realizing that your future is in your hands. You're realizing that your dream job or your dream of whatever you're looking to do in your future is right in front of you. And all you have to do is just reach out and grab it. So you're feeling so fulfilled that you don't need anything additional. You're not asking for any help. You're not asking for anything at all. Okay? Now, your future energies, we have the 4 of Pentacles. So what I see here with this particular 4 of Pentacles is it's just saying that don't hold back, but you want to make sure that you save your money and make sure that you use your finances the right way. With the Hierophant coming, this is saying that you do have something coming to you. And the Hierophant's represented by Taurus. Taurus is represented by Venus, which is abundance, this is creativity, and this is also abundance, creativity, growth, and also like having a lot of connections to be able to do things, so having things all come together and work for you. So with the 4 of Pentacles, you just want to make sure that your funds are in line. You don't want to overspend or do anything. The 9 of Cups, you're fulfilled. You have everything that you need. You're feeling very, very happy. Now it's time for you just to make sure that you get your finances in line. I wouldn't say this is anything negative. This is just saying make sure that you save your money and make sure that you don't overspend. Okay? So now we have bring love into the situation, right? And this is new moon in Aquarius. Now I see from the purple energy, the purple color, this is pouring into the ethereal. So the purple, this is your crown chakra. So this is energy that's being poured from the heavens into your crown chakra. So you're taking this energy and now you're moving forward with love. Love is the strongest energy, and it's one of our superpowers that we don't even realize. And that the more love that you put into a situation, things start to change and transpire and go the way that you want them to go. We have the 2 of Pentacles. So this is you looking forward. The 2 of Wands. So this is you looking forward, trying to figure out what you want to do with your future. As you can see, this gentleman here, they're holding the globe in front of them, and they have one of the wands in the ground, and the other ground they're holding in their hand, and they're trying to figure out where they're going to plant it next. This person is a ruler. This person has total control of the next step of their life. And this is actually very dual, because this is the 2 of Pentacles, the 2 of Rods, and you also have the High Priestess. So this duality is saying that you have to take some time to think about what's the next step and what you're going to do with it. This guy, he can take that rod and he can create a door for his house. He can also take that rod and he can create a gate for the outside of his palace. There's a lot of different things that he can use this rod for. So you just want to make sure that you're making the right decision and that you're going forward, choosing the right things. So right now you have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is saying that things are going in your favor. Right now, Sagittarius, you have Jupiter, which is the planet that rules you, is currently in Aries. Now, anytime that big planets, I always say big planets, but anytime planets like Neptune or Jupiter or Saturn are in fire signs, they all have a positive effect for the fire signs. So with Jupiter, your planet that rules you being in Aries, this is going to be beneficial to you. So this is telling you that you're going to have really good luck in any further endeavors that you have, especially if you're leading with your heart. Especially as it says here, bring love into the situation. This is letting you know that if you lead with heart, lead with love, and you're doing it with the intention that you're doing this for a love situation, either this better the community or better your family or take care of someone who's close to you, the universe is going to make sure that things go kind of in your direction and kind of favor. Now, what's awesome about this is you have new moon in Aquarius, and Aquarius is represented by the angel that's here in the corner. So these energies are all working towards you, and they're all working for you. All right, and then we have here for you, Sagittarius, we have the Queen of Wands. So this is your energy representing. So this is you showing you who the best version of yourself is. This is you smiling, showing up charismatic, showing up very beautiful, very loyal. These are people looking at you and they want to follow you. They hang on every word that comes out of your mouth. They want to know what's next. You're a very inspirational person. So whatever project you're putting together or situation, they're really ready to run with you and to go with you. That sunflower that she's holding it lightly because she knows that she's very optimistic. She knows that whatever she tries or whatever she does, there's a lot of optimism, there's a lot of positivity that comes from it. So she knows that as long as she continues to keep her mental acuity forward moving and towards her goal, things are going to work out for her. She's the type of person that once she walks in the room, everybody wants to follow her. Everyone wants to do what she's doing. So the fact that you have this plan that you're trying to put together and you have the Wheel of Fortune in your favor, be confident that what you do next is going to be a great thing. And it looks like it's going to be something that's going to be life-changing, and it also looks like it may change your community and the people around you. So we have the skunk spirit. Okay, this is know your worth. 2 + 4 is 6. Okay, so that's victory. Okay, that's harmony. So in your past energy, you have the King of Swords. So this is you making wise decisions. This is you kind of weighing up all your options and trying to figure out what's the best decision for yourself. And this goes perfectly with the Two of Pentacles. Okay, because these are your past energies. You're taking some time, figuring out what was the best thing for you, and you're putting that best step forward. You're cutting out the BS, and you're making sharp, smart decisions. The King of Pentacles is a very intelligent person, very wise person. They're able to use all their intelligence, weigh up everything, past experiences, plus logic, and be able to make decisions without their feelings. So this is you making some smart choices and moving forward there. All right? And Sagittarius, we have the World. Okay, so you have 2 cards here that are saying that things are changing in your favor. You have the Wheel of Fortune, which you can see have the 4 corners of the universe in them, with Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. Then you have the World coming, and it has all those same energies with Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius. So you're leveling up. Okay, the sorceress is going through a portal because she's learned all the lessons that she's learned from the past situation, and now she's moving into the new situation. The portal that she's going through is called the Ouroboros. Okay, the Ouroboros is a picture of a snake, and it's biting its tail, and it's starting a new process. So this is you moving forward, okay, to the next part of your life, to the next step. And those 2 wands that she has in her hands, that's similar to the 2 wands that you have going forward. You have to make those decisions of what you're going to do next now that you're through the portal. The sorceress that's here, she's naked because she's aware that anything can happen. And so she's open to anything that may happen. And she's not really kind of directing anything. She's just going with the flow. Now, I love this energy here. You have the Ace of Cups and you have Pluto. Okay? I'm sorry, the Judgment card, which is the Pluto card. So Pluto is actually right now in Capricorn, and Pluto is in retrograde. And then you have the Ace of Cups, which is about healing, which is about having your cup overfilled. This is about new love. Okay? So your new situation that you have with these opportunities, and you're feeling overfulfilled because of the fact that you realize that things are going a lot better for you than they were in the past. And this is making you feel a lot of love, a lot of light. And this is making you see that your life calling is calling you. Okay? For some of you, you may not have meant to, work in telemarketing for your whole life. You might realize that, you're a Reiki master. Or some of you might decide, that you no longer want to be a manager at the grocery store, and you may be a great guitarist. You may have a book that's in you that you need to write, that you need to let out. And this is that self-fulfilling part of you that's coming out, and that love that's showing. And then now that Pluto is blowing the angel is blowing his trumpet, and it's letting you know it's time for you to change. Your soul's calling you for what you actually put on the planet for. So that's why you see all of these bodies kind of rising out of the coffin, because they're walking around basically being zombies in their daily life. And then finally their calling woke them up, and they were able to step towards their real, true life calling. Okay, but there's a lot of growth here because we have you go from the Wheel of Fortune, to the World card. You also have Judgment here, so you have all of these energies that are saying really good things for you. Okay, now with the Neptune energy, Neptune currently is in Pisces and it's in retrograde, and so Neptune energy is sometimes that dream-like energy, that imaginative, not all the time being aware of what's really going on. This is a kind of like that dream state or like that daydream world. Whenever Neptune's in retrograde, sometimes we can be tricked by those dreams that we have that are a little too spacey, and you got to kind of come to earth and realize what's there. And I think that you had that situation change. You have the Tower. So your dreams came true. The Tower suddenly changed things, and it made you realize that, hey, you only have one life to live. And if you don't take your time to try to execute your dreams and try to go for what you know is the best for you, you may miss your opportunity. So something suddenly changed for you, and this could have been a number of different things. You could have lost your job, and then as soon as you lost your job, somebody called you and said, hey, guess what? There's a position open for you as an art curator. And mind you, that's been your whole life's dream, is to be an art curator. Or maybe you lost your job or broke up in a relationship, and then you seen the person who you fell in love with that you always felt like was the one that got away. There's a lot of different things that happen. Okay? Now, you have the Nine of Wands in your current energy. So the Nine of Wands, this is you taking that mental... so the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. The reason why they have the bandage on their head is because they're thinking to themselves that they've been through everything already, and everything that they've been through, they had to take kind of a blow to their ego or a blow to their mind, and that changed the way that they looked at things and changed the way of how they reacted to things. And this same line right here in your current energy, you have two nines. Okay, so what that tells to me is that you have been, because the nines are all connected to the Hermit, all right, and the Hermit energy is connected to Mercury. Mercury is right now in Cancer season. So this is you thinking about what's the best for your family, what's the best for your love, what's the best for your future, how are you going to make your money for your family and for your future. And so this Nine of Wands, this is you questioning, whether or not you've made the right decisions, and you're kind of wondering what's the next thing that could happen that could mess things up. And you're trying to protect yourself. That's why you can see the soldier here has a big gate. You're trying to do everything you can to protect yourself from possible disaster. But things are coming to an end. Okay, with the Ten of Swords, you have the ending of any kind of negative energy, any kind of backstabbing, any kind of people talking bad about you, anything bad. The 10 is the end of a cycle. 1 plus 0 is 1. So this is the restarting of things. So this is the Wheel of Fortune. This is the Ace of Cups. As I mentioned, just to go back on here, you have all of these ones. You have the Ace of Wands, you have the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Cups. This is all the energy that's future, that's to come. Okay? And so you, knowing that this is the end of everything, you're kind of have this behind you. Don't look in the rearview mirror, because that's what Neptune energy is, that dreamlike energy. You having bad dreams, or you reminiscing on the past, and it's almost like a dreamlike state that kind of takes over your current thoughts. And don't allow that to mislead you for what's not really there. It's fully an illusion. Okay? So let's clarify here for you, get some energies. I just want to clarify angels. Okay? Didn't get a chance to go. Angels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Please clarify for me, why is the Ten of Swords here? Why is the Ten of Swords here for Sagittarius? Please tell me why the Ten of Swords is here for Sagittarius in their future energy. Alright, so I'm not going to take all of these, but I will take the first card that came out, which is here. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. So in the past, you had some type of heartbreak. You had a bad relationship, or you either walked away from a relationship, or someone broke your heart, and it was devastating. And it was something that just tormented you and just hurt you. But now you're in the end of this. This is no longer happening. Okay, the Ten of Swords is done, and in the background you can see the sun energy. The sun is rising, and things are changing. You're no longer in this negative energy where you feel like your heart's being torn in different directions. Okay, and that's very understandable for why you will feel that Ten of Swords there. That also lets me know that. Okay, so look at that. So I'm just talking about this in my head. So the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Wands is here. We have the King of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Chariot, and the Hermit. So that's great because that really sums up exactly what I was thinking. So with the King of Cups, this is saying that you should have some control of your emotions. All right, the ship is sailing and it's going your way. The King of Cups is someone who's very charismatic, very artistic, very trustworthy. Is a person that everyone would want to be around just because they're always positive. They're very lighthearted and easy to get along with. And so with this Nine of Wands, you just want to embody this energy. Get out of that energy of feeling like something's going to happen to you and feel more appeased that your vibration, as you see them with the sound cup going around, that your vibration is raised and that things are going to work well for you. Okay. Next, you have the Six of Pentacles. So either you're going to be giving a gift to people because your finances and everything are in a good place, or someone's going to be giving a gift to you of time or money, and that's going to make life a little bit simpler here for you now that you started working on your new path. You're the emperor. You're the boss. So you're moving things out of the way that's not working for you. The emperor right now, as I mentioned before, Jupiter is in Aries, so you have really good luck that's there for you, and it's moving things and creating structure for you. Since Jupiter is the planet of expansion, things are growing for you, and the process is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, but it's solidifying a large future for you. Next, you have the Chariot. So you have another victory that's coming. You've balanced out your yin and yang energies, as I mentioned before with the High Priestess, because this card is also attached to the moon. The Chariot is connected to Cancerian energy, and also the High Priestess is connected to the moon. And this is saying that within that yin and yang energy, the things that you don't see, you've already mastered this. So now mentally you're just willing for things to happen going forward. And then the last clarification is the Hermit. Like I mentioned before with the Nine of Cups and with the Nine of Wands, you've gone inside and you've taken some time to look at your inner light, and you've realized that you have all the answers and that you don't need to look outside yourself to find any further answers. Now you're on top of the mountain and you're illuminating, and other people are almost looking at you as the lighthouse, that you can show them the way. And now you are becoming that light. You're becoming that Hierophant that can show them the way to go. Okay? All right. Well, this was my pleasure, Sagittarius. I'm glad I was able to do the reading for you. I want to thank you all for sticking around, like, sharing, and subscribing. If you're interested in getting a personal reading, check the description box. I'll shout out all my information there. And also, if you're interested in donating to the page, it's greatly appreciated. That'll help me to get new cards and new oracles so I can serve you better. I hope you have a wonderful week. Peace. Take care, Sagittarius.